What is going on? Welcome back to Attack on Cowboys. And I know, man, it is June, y'all. We are going light this month. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm not about to get up here and manufacture no content. When there's something worth talking about, we gonna talk about it. And today, we have something worth talking about. One of the Dallas Cowboys division rivals has sounded off on head coach Brian Schottenheimer. Let's go ahead and take a listen to what he had to say about the head coach and the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. Be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe for more Dallas Cowboys content on the regular outside of June. June, it gets a little sketchy. On the regular, though, man. I'm on vacation, man. Leave me alone, man. And then let's get right into it, bro. Man, shut your up. All right, Schottenheimer. Brian Schottenheimer has earned the favor of a ton of Dallas Cowboys fans at this juncture in the offseason. We are roughly about a month away from the start of Dallas Cowboys training camp, and I think that the mood that the Cowboys are going into training camp with is now, at this moment in time, completely different than it would have been had the fans still had the same mentality that they had in January at the conclusion of the Cowboys season. I think training camp is going to be jumping. I think them stands going to be full. You remember last year we seen them videos that the reporters were showing that the stands were half full and fans were just kind of disenchanted with the organization. I don't think that's going to be the case at all. And I think a major reason for this is going to be Brian Schottenheimer. And I'm not the only one that thinks that. Even one of the Dallas Cowboys division rivals who coaches for the NFC East, Washington Commanders, has had some pretty high words of praise about Brian Schottenheimer. Let's take a listen. All right, so these clips are from DLLS Sports Dallas, and they essentially brought in Anthony Lynn, the running back coach for the Washington Commanders, to talk Dallas Cowboys football. And they got a couple of interesting clips out of this. Good work to the fellas over there. Let's go ahead and take a listen.
People, what are kind of your inspirations?
Well, going back to Brian is one of my better friends in the league. Okay, we go back to New York Jet days, spending time at his house, dinners with his dad, his mom, and he comes from a great family. I don't use the word great too often.
All right, so already the opinion here is tainted. He's had dinner with his mama. He ain't gonna say nothing negative. But let's go ahead and keep listening, man. But for real though, once you had dinner with Bob Dukes, man, you better not let nothing negative come out your mouth about her son. But let's keep going.
I think people use it all the time, but great to me is something that comes around every once in a while, not every damn day. Well, that man comes from a great family, and he was born to be a head coach, raised by the mother that he had and the father, and he was really hot at one time, and then he got a little cold. But I was so happy to see him get his opportunity because.
And he was hot at one time. That time during the New York Jets, I remember he had a strong offer from the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills wanted to bring him in as head coach, and he made the decision not to take that job because he felt like he wasn't ready just yet, and he had a better situation going on with the New York Jets, playing with Rex Ryan, and those are years they were making those AFC championship runs, right? So Shotty made that decision on his own, like, hey, I don't think this is going to be the best stop for me. And that may have been a good decision because we've seen it time and time again where these guys take these head coaching jobs maybe a little bit sooner than what they may be prepared to take them, and that's probably the last job they end up getting in the NFL. There's guys like that right now in the league that are currently coaching that got a head coaching job extremely early in their career, and I'm not exactly sure if they were ready for that type of platform. Mike McDaniel of the Miami Dolphins strikes me as someone that kind of fits that same tempo, like a coach that's good, a coach that understands what he's doing, but maybe a coach that hasn't fully grasped the full concept of being the CEO of a football team like that, right? Because Mike McDaniel has had some issues with kind of controlling egos and being disciplinarian when needed, and the kind of the structure of that team, and then the team also falls apart on the field as well. But either way, let's keep moving.
The people are going to be. I'm not going to be surprised, but I think he's going to turn some heads. He is a natural head coach. I remember sitting in the meeting room in an install one day, and I looked over at LaDainian Thompson, and I said, I play for him. And he's that type of guy, man.
Okay, sidebar. Why is Clarence Hill not looking at Anthony Lynn at all? See, hey, chill. You don't have to stare the camera down. You're not even staring the camera down that the camera shot is on. You stare camera A down right now, man. See, Hill, you gotta look at one of them cameras on the corner right now, bro, because you just staring off into the distance, look like you just disinterested, and it looked like you're daydreaming right now. You're thinking about what you're gonna eat later on today. I don't know what you got going on. You supposed to be giving that man some kind of eye contact. You ain't got a dead stare at the camera like that. It's making me uncomfortable.
So, you guys got a really good one.
Okay.
A really good one.
Okay, so Anthony Lynn there saying that the Cowboys got a really good head coach, and he thinks that Brian Schottenheimer was literally made to be a head coach in this league. I agree with everything he said so far, but Anthony Lynn isn't done just yet. Let's go ahead and keep taking a listen to what else he had to say about the Cowboys, and I think he also commented on what he expects Brian Schottenheimer's offense to look like. All right, let's get into it.
Running backs coach, run game coordinator with Washington. Number one, people want to know what type of offense you think Brian's going to run, or what, offense coordinator is going to be. And secondly, he's focused on improving the running game and making life easier for Dak. How important is that?
Well, he understands the importance of a run game. I mean, we went to 2 AFC championships back-to-back. Man, should have went to the Super Bowl one of those years, but
Mark Sanchez. Mark Sanchez.
We did it with a rookie quarterback. With Mark Sanchez, freshman and sophomore year.
Right.
So,
right. And that's my thing, bro. If Ashadi can coach up an offense that allows Mark Sanchez, rookie and sophomore season Mark Sanchez, to be successful in the NFL, then I know he about to cook up a masterpiece for Rain Dakota Prescott. Let's keep it going, bro.
We ran the ball extremely well, and when you can run the ball extremely well, there's nothing you can't do on a football field. It opens up everything.
Right.
And Brian knows that. I mean, he understands ball control and the importance of running the football, especially in December and January. Run game travels. Passing game don't always travel. Run game travels wherever you go. So I don't know what the hell he's going to do. I haven't been with him in a long time.
Right.
But I know he believes in running the football.
Bro, the way Clarence Hill taking his interview was killing me. Chill. You can look over at the man every now and then to at least make it look like y'all having a natural conversation, but you're also aware of the fact that y'all on camera. Bro, what are you looking at? He must be looking at the monitor, seeing how he look. He done sucked his belly in just a little bit. I see you, C. Hill. I see you.
I know that.
All right, so Anthony Lynn again there kind of talking about, again, Brian Schottenheimer, the offenses that he's coached, the fact that he was able to be successful with a Mark Sanchez, so he has no doubts that he's going to be successful with Dak. And I just wish that the most of our fan base were as stoic about Brian Schottenheimer's success rate with Dak Prescott as Anthony Lynn seems, right? But either way, also a very good clip there. And then the last thing I want to take a listen to as it pertains to Anthony Lynn is he has some comments to make about a Jerry Jones. And I think that hating Jerry Jones has just become the trendy thing to do as a Cowboys fan. But I don't even think that most fans even realize why they actually hate the man and what reasons they really hate him for. Yeah, you're going to say something like, oh, he's not making the moves to supplement the team at the right time. It doesn't matter, bruh. We all can be critics, the biggest critics in the world with the benefit of 2020 hindsight, right? But at the end of the day, Jerry has a reputation for being one of the better owners in the NFL, just from a general standpoint. And there's a reason for that. I think Anthony Lynn is going to kind of disseminate on that a little bit. Let's take a listen.
The culture that Mr. Jones has built here, it is unbelievable. I know you guys talk about it.
Wow. He just said the culture that Mr. Jones has built here is unbelievable. That is interesting. They got some music playing on the back of this mug. This mug gonna get copyrighted. Oh, brother.
I don't feel that way because I know at one of the toughest times in my life, I'm with the Cowboys in training camp and I get hit by a damn car.
Damn! He got hit by a car. It's crazy, bruh.
The guy was 3 times the legal limit. They say I flew 55 feet in the air.
Damn! He got ragdolled, man. Turned into a GTA character.
Landed on another car, totaled it. I shouldn't be here today. I should be dead.
Damn! You landed on another car and totaled it, bruh? It's not funny. It's not funny, but bruh, do you know how heavy that man had to have been to total another car when he landed on it from getting hit by another car, bruh? It's like he got hit. That's like the other car hit a deer. He hit a black deer. Oh, hell no. Damn, boy, that's crazy.
By the grace of God.
Where this story going?
I'm alive. When I woke up from surgery, that man was in the hospital with me at 2:45 in the morning holding my hand. That's been my guy ever since.
Damn. Oh, yeah. Y'all got to leave Jerry alone, man. Y'all gotta leave Jerry alone. Quit acting like Jerry is the Wicked Witch of the West. Quit acting like Jerry is the biggest villain out there. Jerry is none of those things, bro. Jerry just the old man that like doing things his way and is prideful and his ego let him run sometimes, just like all the rest of us, bro. But at the end of the day, man, Jerry Jones is a decent human being by all accounts from the people that have been around him, whether it's a player, coach, a subordinate that works under him. We haven't heard any monstrous stories about Jerry Jones's behavior. People have just, I mean, when I say behavior, I ain't talking about his activities with the young biddies. I'm talking about his behavior as it pertains to his interpersonal relationships, right? So this is pretty on brand with Jerry, bro. It seems like Jerry's a sweet old man. He's like Jerry's a sweet old man, and no wonder the Cowboys are trying to build this family type environment. And be quite frank, man, Mike McCarthy didn't really align with Jerry Jones as it pertains to that, I guess. I mean, structurally speaking, the organization is just in a much better situation right now. Top to bottom, it feels like everyone's on the same page. And I do, in fact, believe that we got the right guy in Brian Schottenheimer. Either way, let me know your comments on this down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. And how? Foul! Them Cowboys.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Shut up, my boy. Hey! I'm still them boys.